We are living in challenging times.
Lexi is a sweetheart. She is intelligent, straight A student. She wanted to attend law school at St. Mary's University in San Antonio, Texas. She wanted to be the best, and she was.
Do you mind talking a little bit about, that day?
Yeah, so I have 5 children. At the time, all 5 were in the public school system here in town. So lots of drop-offs. Our mornings are kind of chaotic. But I knew that morning that I needed to be up extra early because we were going to be attending award ceremonies for Lexi. She received all A honor roll and the Good Citizen Award. And we took photos with her. And I usually take my kids home after award ceremonies or Thanksgiving luncheons, just something we're used to doing. But for some reason, I didn't ask and she didn't ask. And she ended up staying back. We just told her that we would get her ice cream to celebrate her accomplishments after school and that I'd pick her up, and I loved her. She turned around and gave me a smile, and that's my last interaction. Less than an hour later, an 18-year-old walked into her classroom and murdered her and her classmates and 2 teachers.
America, here we are again. This is not a new nightmare. It is a recurring one. Another mass shooting, this time Texas. At least 19 children murdered, shot dead with a high-powered rifle.
We're going to take you right to Texas, where many parents spent the night waiting for word on whether their children survived. Just put yourself in those parents' shoes for just a second. You're waiting all night to learn if your child survived after you dropped them off at school.
Three days before we buried Lexi, I addressed Congress to ask for progress, assault weapons ban, raising the age, background checks, right flag laws, all of these very obvious life-saving policies.
Soon after, we received the news that our daughter was among the 19 students and 2 teachers that died as a result of gun violence. We don't want you to think of Lexi as just a number. She was intelligent, compassionate, and athletic. So today, we stand for Lexi, and as her voice, we demand action.
The first time I met Gabby was here in Uvalde. She immediately hugged me, and that embrace meant so much. Someone who understands and is fighting for meaningful change. I appreciate that. Someone's been doing it long before Uvalde happened. And that's when I knew I also wanted to do this as well. I want to help people. I want to save lives.
Save lives, save lives, save lives.
It's the summer after, the Uvalde tragedy. We saw the bipartisan Saber Communities Act go into effect. And after that, we saw the development of the first ever White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. And then in September of 2024, I stood next to President Biden as he signed an executive order unveiling further action. And that was monumental for me, to be standing next to a president who has done so much for gun violence prevention, holding Lexi's sticker and knowing that her name is forever tied to change. But then I realized that none of this will bring her back.
6 people, including 3 children, are dead after a school shooting in Tennessee this morning.
Florida State University has now announced that they have an active shooter.
I mean, I never thought it would happen to me for the first time. And here we are, and unfortunately, this is America for you.
Multiple law enforcement agencies are responding to reports of an active shooter at Annunciation Church in South Central Minneapolis.
Don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church.
We should never have come to a point where we're desensitized by children being murdered in classrooms. Efforts to protect our children are being blocked at every turn. Our leaders know what to do to save lives, but too many of them are putting the gun lobby CEOs ahead of American people, and it isn't right.
I wonder if on May 24th, you watched coverage of Uvalde unfold and wondered what you could have done to prevent this tragedy. Did you look at images of children running for their lives and think, what if we had enacted stricter gun laws?
What if the gunman never had access to an assault weapon? I want that question to be the first thing to cross their mind in the morning and the last thought they have before they go to bed each night. Because we are no longer asking for change. We are demanding it, and we are angry as hell.
I'm doing this for Lexi,
for my other children, for your children. Together we can save lives.
We are living challenging times. I learned that people care for each other and work together. Progress is possible. A better world is possible. But change doesn't happen overnight, and we can't do it alone. Help protect our kids. Join me. Let's move ahead together.